What's up, guys? Stefan here. We've been having fun unpacking this subject of justice, trying to get every one of us, even myself, to a deeper understanding of how justice works. What's its tenets? What's its criteria? Today, I want to talk to you about justice, a must for your leadership. Anytime you're looking to say I'm a leader or I'm ahead of something or I'm over something or I'm influencing other people, justice is a must for you, because justice is what allows you to start it and get it off on the right foot. Matter of fact, there's a scripture in Proverbs 8:15 that says this: by me kings rule and rulers decree what is just. By me princes rule and nobles, all who govern justly. Even if you want to have a noble calling on your life, justice is a must for you. And then it says, for God gives wisdom. This is in Proverbs chapter 2, verse 6. For God gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright, to those that walk in integrity, guarding the paths of justice and watching over the way of his saints. It says, then you will understand righteousness, justice, equity, every good path. So if you want to be a leader and you want to be one that influences and influences well, justice has to come a part of this. I'll give you even one more that's even better than that. Jeremiah chapter 22 verse 15 says, do you think you are a ruler or a king or a leader of somebody just because you are the person in charge, just because you're the person that at the head of the thing? It says, no, the one that does justice and righteousness. And God even goes as far as to say, this is what it is to know me, to operate from that place. So I'm challenging you today. The book of Proverbs, in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 2, says this: to know wisdom and insight, to understand the words of insight and knowledge. The first thing you have to do to understand wise dealings is to understand righteousness, justice, and equity. These are things that a leader has to come to grips with. David, one of the most profound and prolific leaders of all time. This is what it said about David. It said, but David ruled over all Israel, and he administered justice and equity to all his people. So look, even if David had to operate through justice, so will we. And even a better one than that, Abraham, the patriarch Abraham. This is what it says. Oh, excuse my notes. I'm just flipping them around. My hands just move like that. Don't worry about it though. Abraham, it says this: and God called him that he might train his children and his household following him to keep the way of justice by doing justice, so that God could give his promises to Abraham. Abraham, the one that had a child at 100 years old, he was one to lead a nation of people. God said justice was required before he could even deliver his promises to him. So I want to tell you, leader, person of influence, person that wants to make a difference, justice has to be a part of your mandate. You have to understand it. You have to be able to operate in it. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 4 says this: by justice a king builds up the land. A ruler, a person in a leadership position, builds up the land. But he that exacts gifts, he that doesn't understand what he's doing, tears it down. I'm challenging you. I'm looking to you to be a student of Scripture. It says, study to show yourself approved. Ask yourself, justice is one of the mainstays of God. It even says in Psalms 9:7, but justice is the foundation of all God does. If justice is God's foundation, and you say you are a student of Scripture, doesn't it behoove us to go out of our way to understand what this is he's trying to get across to us? You, leader, I know it's in you. I know you've got that capacity, but you have to do it in a way that will influence people right for your God. So from this day forward, justice is a must for your leadership. I appreciate you taking time to listen. I want you to be effective in what you do. I want you to be effective in your calling. I want you to be effective in the earth to make a difference. The only way to do that is to allow justice to be a part of what you do. Please go to the website, thewayofjustice.com. Leave your comments, leave your input, ask questions. We want to help everyone get to a deeper knowledge of justice, because remember what God said, when my justice comes to the earth. This is in Isaiah chapter 26, verse 9. When my justice comes to the earth, the people of the world will learn the right way of living. This is Stephan, thewayofjustice.com. Go out there and be a champion of justice. I'll talk to you soon.